Mika Frankl for Cagedminds.com. We're with Andres the Bullet Quintana, Albuquerque Mixed Martial Arts, with Latrells right now. They're bunking together. And Genesis, Triple A MMA 10, no event center, main event time. First ever Triple A MMA title fight, Featherweight, you and Thomas Soto. How much of an honor was it when you heard that you were going to be fighting for the first title belt in the promotion?
Oh, I was extremely honored. I've been, trying to get a title shot for a while, anywhere. But I felt really excited, and it's such a great pleasure to be able to perform in front of my town.
We know at Rock Solid you had hoped to fight, you weren't able to. How much of a disappointment was the withdrawals again?
They're horrible. I trained to fight, and whenever you're not able to fight, it really sucks.
And then a last comment on this. Javier Menjades, he had pulled out, kind of said he was retiring, and a couple weeks later took a fight against one of your teammates. What's your reaction to the whole scenario with him not wanting to fight you?
I don't blame him.
So another fight camp, another time practicing defense, your takedown defense. Thomas Soto, he's an aggressive wrestler, a ground guy. So what's the fight going to be like for you, or does it feel like the same thing over and over again now these days?
It's the same thing every single fight camp. Defend the takedown, stand up, beat him up, So I've been preparing for this fight for years now, you could say.
So what was it like, though, still being present at Rock Solid? They call you guys in the cage, get a look at the title belt, and then you're doing the pose down, and the trash talking begins.
It's good. It's good for the sport, I think. It's good to sell tickets, but no matter what words you say, it's not going to change out inside the cage. It's still going to be the same. I'm still going to be able to defend every single takedown. If he does get me down, I'll be able to stand back up and beat him up no matter what.
So is there ever get a point when you look at your record that it's kind of frustrating some of the fights didn't translate? We all know 7-fight win streak by knockout, but only 5 of those are recognized universally.
No, they're still unsure dogs, so they're still there, but maybe eventually we could get the other 2 on.
So now, does that almost feel like, people look at you, oh, you got 6 fights. Well, actually you got, 8, 9 fights. You got a lot more experience under your belt. Do you feel that's a weapon you can use?
I've been fighting since I was about 12 years old. I have 30 plus boxing matches and about 15 amateur MMA, so it doesn't really bother me. Just as long as I can fight, I'm very comfortable and excited to fight all the time.
So what do you hear when someone says, I'm going to stand and trade, I'm going to knock you out? What do you hear when somebody says that to you by now?
It's a lie. That's it. It's a lie. They're going to shoot the second I put this right hand up.
So is there any part where you're like, wow, what if someone actually ever did, live up to that? I might be a little surprised.
No, I'm sure higher in the ranks I'll be standing a lot more instead of defending takedowns, but until then, we prepare accordingly.
And how much studying have you done on your opponent lately?
Not too much. We already know exactly what's going to come down and try and shoot right away, so we know exactly what to expect, and we're just working our get-ups.
And then, what have you been able to work on with your striking, or are you really able to grow your striking game while constantly having to worry about the grappling?
Yeah, I actually just put in lots of new stuff. I've been working tons of new stuff lately. That's to be seen here this upcoming fight, so you guys don't miss it.
And then who have you been working with on all this striking?
I've been working with Coach Ray Yee and Coach Chris Avila. Coach Chris Latrell is more of my ground coach. Of course, he's my head coach as well. But yeah, he's been a huge part into making every single game fun.
And then this is the first Triple A at the McCarran Event Center, the big title fight. Again, close to home fighting for you. So how big is that, having the support around you?
Oh, I love it. I'll be heading down to Roswell Saturday to support my little brother. He's fighting for a title as well, so hopefully I can get him to come down.
So making that a family affair, what's it like for you to have that, sense of pride that he's right there with you, he's earning his way to an amateur title shot?
Oh, it's great. I came up, I fought for 3 amateur titles myself, and it's awesome to see him do the exact same thing. I can't wait. I'm super excited. I believe I'll be in his corner as well. And we grew up boxing together, so I'm used to it.
And then, so coming into your fight, what's going to be the key against Thomas Soto for you?
Defending the takedowns, being able to stand back up if I can get
What do you need to tell the fans?
Don't miss fireworks, you know. I believe we'll see a knockout.
And then who do you need to thank?
I want to thank all my sponsors and, of course, all my coaches and my training partners. We've had a long training camp. I actually had to combine 2 of them since the fight. The first fight fell through, and this one's right after. So I've been in shape for a long time, so I'm just ready to go.
Any last message?
Nothing, Tom Soto. Just come prepared. Come get that belt taken from me.
Triple A MMA 10, Genesis, November 1st. We'll see you guys there.